Korean television released this official statement a very short while ago. The H-bomb test was carried out to examine and confirm the accuracy and credibility of the power control technology and internal structural design newly introduced into manufacturing H-bomb to be placed at the payload of the ICBM, the Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. Let's bring in Will Ripley, who's been to North Korea 14 times, knows the country extremely well. Will, we knew that North Korea was going to conduct a nuclear test. It was a matter of when. You told us so yourself. So first of all, where does this leave us in terms of the level of threat that North Korea poses? And secondly, what does it change that it's an H-bomb, a hydrogen bomb?
Well, if you look back at the messaging from North Korean officials, it's a bit surreal because I just woke up in Pyongyang yesterday and North Korea was putting out statements that indicated that they may be opening the door for potential diplomacy. Their leading newspaper, the Rodong newspaper, the mouthpiece of the ruling Workers' Party, said that in an editorial that the United States needs to change its long-standing position of refusing to acknowledge North Korea as a nuclear weapons state. North Korea has long believed that the United States has an unfair, hostile policy towards them, and that's what they call justification for continuing to develop these weapons of mass destruction. And so it seemed in North Korea that when I was just there that perhaps the tension was going to dial down. We might be in a holding pattern for a while, but clearly that is not the case. And North Korea has ramped up not only the rhetoric but the actions even further. And so we have known that at least since April, North Korea has been ready to push the button on this sixth nuclear test pretty much at any moment. There was a lot of speculation it was going to happen to coincide with the Day of the Sun celebrations on April 15th. That did not happen. Some people speculated that perhaps a warning from China of severe consequences may have caused North Korea to back down, although when I asked North Korean officials about that, they said absolutely not. They denied that China has any influence over their nuclear program. And since then, what we've seen is just a continued unprecedented barrage of missile tests. They launched 2 intercontinental ballistic missiles in the month of July. Just last week, they launched their Hwasong-12 intermediate-range ballistic missile over northern Hokkaido here in Japan. And then today, this is when I started to wonder if something was going to happen. They put out this photo of North Korea's Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un standing in front of what North Korea says is a miniaturized nuclear warhead, an H-bomb that they could fit, they say, onto an intercontinental ballistic missile. So when that message came out a few hours before this nuclear test, I saw that photo and I started to wonder what's coming next. And now we've seen what's coming next, this sixth nuclear test.